HiWayCAD holes and grooves in 3D objects.
3D objects. HiWayCAD, creating holes and grooves in 3D objects. Adjustable shelves are a common feature in built-in furniture. To accommodate this, the interior sides of a cabinet often have a series of small, non-perforating round grooves. These grooves allow the shelf support pins to be moved and placed at various heights. While this is a simple concept, it's difficult to represent on a 2D drawing and often requires supplementary text, leaving interpretation up to the reader. This is where 3D animation excels. This video uses transparency to illustrate the process and component hiding to highlight the subject. The depressions in the objects are created using a technique called Constructive Solid Geometry (CSG). The principle behind CSG is a three-step process. 1. First, the intersecting geometric entities meshes are converted into CSG. 2. Next, a subtraction operation is performed using a relative CSG instance. The result of this operation is also a CSG. 3. Finally, the resulting CSG is converted back into a solid mesh. Because the grooves are all the same shape, the programming only needs to create one model, and the others are simply copies of the original. Recent development and a bug in hole creation. Recently, HiWayCAD development has focused on quality and sustainability. As part of this, the primary board material was changed from a box to a polyhedron method. However, a side effect emerged. The board's hole creation function became unreliable. Hole creation was originally a mature and a core highlight of this application. An investigation revealed that the error was in the 3D engine's design. In the polyhedron state, the vertices of the triangular mesh couldn't distinguish between outline nodes and hole nodes. In the solid board state, the calculation only considers the outline nodes, making the positioning accurate. But once a hole is introduced, the system gets confused and calculates both outline and hole nodes, leading to errors. The purpose of the board hole function is to allow for the creation of various geometric shapes at any location and in any number on the components of a cabinet. Examples include creating cutouts for sinks and range hood vents. Holes are allowed on all main panels of single and double door wall cabinets, single and double door base cabinets, corner base cabinets, etc. Holes are not permitted on drawer base cabinets and single and double door combination cabinets. The source code initially designed the boards as simple boxes. Their mesh had a simple geometric structure, which allowed holes to be created by directly modifying vertices or by using Boolean operations. However, changing to a polyhedron makes the logic much more complex, as it is composed of multiple faces, edges, and vertices, requiring more advanced geometric processing for hole creation. The HiWayCAD concept for hole creation. The philosophy behind HiWayCAD's hole creation is as follows. 1. The system cabinets listed by default on the cabinet catalog page can be modified but not deleted. 2. On the cabinet editing page, when you hover your mouse over a board where a hole can be created, the board magnifies. It returns to its normal size when the mouse moves away. 3. When the board is magnified, a single click will make it a transparent wireframe. 4. A quick double click on the board takes it to the hole creation page. 5. Once the hole is completed and you return to the original cabinet editing page, the hole will be visible. 6. The hole will also be present when you enter the cabinet catalog page and the 2D drawing page. 7. Cabinet modifications are one time. The changes will not be saved the next time you log in. To permanently save the modifications, you must save it under a new name. The system uses local storage to save it as a JSON file in your browser. This is called a custom cabinet and will be added to the cabinet catalog. However, it can be manually deleted. 8. The electronic storage of a new cabinet in JSON format should be exported as a separate disk file for backup and sharing with others. It's important to remember that this storage can be permanently lost if the browser's cache is cleared. The website, www.hiwaycad.com, hasn't been updated for a long time. The purpose of deliberately keeping it in this state is to allow for the viewing of historical versions at any time.